What's up everybody, TG here, and welcome to my first episode of how I edit my cinematic videos. In this video I will be explaining how I edited my cinematic forest walk video, and of course I will be showing it to you on Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'll be explaining every step along the way. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So hi, welcome to my desktop. So as you can see here, I have my screen in front of me over there. As you can see on the screen, we basically have our timeline and everything already finished, done rendering, and this you can also see on YouTube as well. So first things first, what I like to do when starting to edit a video is to, of course, make it nice and tidy and just make folders and then upload everything into each and every one of them. As you can see, I have separately audio, separately the video clips, intros, and of course the layers over here. Now listen, it is very crucial to have everything sorted out in this program, as it is really actually not clean, and it is sometimes really hard to find things, especially when you're in the middle of everything, of editing, and you know, just everything is all around the place and you can't seem to find one single video clip. So sorting, you have to have it. You have to keep your workplace tidy. Alright, so now that you have bins created and imported all of your stuff, we can actually drag it to the timeline over here and begin working. What I like to do personally is to just basically take all the clips that are in this project place and just select them all and drag them to the timeline itself, of course in order, as I am actually afterwards taking each and individual piece of the video clip that I have in the timeline, and I'm actually trying to cut it in a particular size, as I have an idea in my head already created of how I want the video to look afterwards. So following that idea, after I import all of the video clips over here in the timeline, I go ahead and look for audio in the web. As you can see, I already have imported audio also from just basically Google. So now that you have your audio selected for your video, what you want to do is also drag it to the timeline. So what I like to do is just basically, as I've told you already, take each and individual video clip and try to cut it in exact pieces that I prefer. Also try to sync it with the audio that is beneath it. As you can see here, the video actually starts with a slow song emphasizing thoughtfulness and calmness and you know, just basic autumn weather, whereas the video clip over here actually goes along the way with the rhythm of the song. So I try to follow that and cut the videos in this particular way. So let's rewind real quick a little bit. First things first, what I did here in this particular video clip, I basically imported all the video clips into the timeline here, started cutting it piece by piece while having an image of what I would like to get at the end, and also of course adding audio and trying to sync with the rhythm. So after all the cutting is done and all the audio is synced with the video clips that I've prepared, what I usually do is set all the layers. So as you can see here in this particular video, I have black bars. This is a preset, and I've set it to, first of all, go from 0 to 10%, I think, to emphasize a build-up. here before entering the forest, and as I enter the forest, black bars stay at 12%, as you can see over here. Now this is a preset actually. I've downloaded also from Google, just by basically typing in black bars, cinematic black bars. After that I create all the rest of the adjustment layers, and these serve as color grading options. And if you would look here, if I'll disable this, the plain video looks just like that. Just boring. Let me mute this. You know, just a plain video with no effects and stuff like that. And if I would put the color correction on, this would look instantly much better. So if you'd like, you can, you know, just look at this and use it if you want. But what I would recommend is just play with these settings a little bit, depending on your video and, you know, your lighting and all the other parameters that you have set for your camera. Alright, so the top layer here, the top adjustment layers are basically my LUTs for color correction and color grading. The second layer here is for my transitions, for cinematic bars, for example, as you can see here, and also for other transitions and effects like that. The timeline itself, I usually try not to touch it too much unless I have to do speed ramping, as my camera, this camera that I'm filming on, only shoots at 50 frames per second maximum, and my timeline is set to 25 frames, so I can only slow the video down by 50%. So usually what I like to do is just move the camera a little bit slower than usual, and then it helps with the cinematic look when I'm creating it in the Adobe Premiere Pro. So yeah, as you can see, a few videos over here are actually speed ramped. If you'd like to know how I did this, let me know. I'll just make a tutorial, real quick tutorial, even though I'm not a good explainer by word, but I can show you actually. Yeah, but just let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, that's basically it, what I'm doing with the timeline itself. It's usually just speed ramping, slow motion, a lot of cutting. I try not to touch the video clips themselves and put transitions on them or effects on them, since that will complicate stuff. And of course, audio is very crucial when making videos. Well, lighting is in first place, and audio I'd say in the second place, in my opinion. What I did here is actually just set the audio gain and made it a little bit less, just to -3 decibels, as the original samples usually tend to be a little bit too exposed and usually tends to hit 0 or even above, and that really screws up the sound of the video itself. You actually have to look out for these type of things, as it, you know, the details screw you over usually. So yeah, the last thing for this video, what I did was add my intro and outro. So what I did here is just actually I've put the intro to the beginning. It usually is a widescreen. If we would just remove the adjustment layers, and this for example, it's usually just the widescreen with a video or whatever you have as an intro. And if we would unmute this and toggle it, you can see that I have this set to a blend mode of multiply. What it does is basically, if I was to put it to normal, it's just widescreen, and if you would put to multiply, it allows you to put the logo on top of the video itself. And if you would like to put this blur behind it, what you need to do is just basically create an adjustment layer as well, since I'm not tinkering with the video itself, as I mentioned, and just go to effects and basically type in blur, and just basically use a camera blur as it is over here. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video and it was at least a little bit helpful, let me know in the comment section below. If not, just share your opinion with me on where I should progress, and yeah, just leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on another video. See ya!